Good Friday afternoon, everybody. It's June 21st, 2019. Welcome into an edition of Talking Fitchburg. We have a very, very special show for you, as you heard. We've got our biggest fan in studio today, and he was helping me out there with the intro. But welcome into Talking Fitchburg on this Friday afternoon. Hope you're having a wonderful day out there. I know I am in here as my dream has come true. There's a fan. There's one. That is
There's
part
one.
of the show. There's just one. That's better than
You
none.
got a fan.
Andrew Bamlett, how
Hello.
you doing on this Friday afternoon?
I'm doing wonderful. Yourself, sir?
Fantastic.
Good. You're looking good on that farmer's market yesterday.
Yeah, that was a pretty fun day out there.
Yeah.
We had a good day at Strawberry Fest. And if you didn't partake in it, don't worry, we're going to go back there. And
That's
we'll
first.
be back.
We'll be there.
What was surprising is there was, I think, and I don't know, do they call them bushels or as far as strawberries goes, like the packages of strawberries?
A basket, yeah.
Yeah,
A bundle,
okay.
a bushel, something like
They
that.
had 400. That's what Steve approximately guessed, was about 400. And they were able to get rid of all of those like before 5.
Wow.
That is my estimate. Yeah.
Lots of strawberries.
And they sold out of the ice cream, the Culver's ice cream, just up by Lions.
I'm sure.
I had more people asking me, like,
Where's the
do
ice
you know
cream?
where the ice cream's at?
Where's the ice cream?
And I had to be the one to let them down. Like,
Well, it's gone.
I'm sorry, but it's gone. It happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a fun day out there, and the weather was just gorgeous. So I'm thinking now it's a pretty good time that that summer's here to stay. Now I think that's
Definitely.
I'm never
Strawberries
gonna
and
say
ice cream. That's all you need for summer, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Well, we have a very busy show for you here today. We'll get you updated on your headlines, of course, including looking back at the Strawberry Fest yesterday. We've got it's a Verona Road construction update for you. We'll update you from last night's meeting that was held over at the field office. And then we have a police update. Yeah, Chief of Police, Chad Breckland, stopping by on the show. Andrew sitting down with him earlier. We'll get an update what's happening at the police department. But first, we do turn to your headlines, and we're starting with that Strawberry Fest 2019 held yesterday at the Fitchburg Farmers Market. Had a chance to sit down and talk with Steve Leverance, the organizer from Fitchburg Center. Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. We're live here out at the Fitchburg Farmers Market at Strawberry Fest 2019, and it's a beautiful day because Steve's with me today here at the market. We're going to be at the market here till 5:30 today. At the top and bottom of the hour, we'll do our PM Fitchburg Live, get you your headlines, and bring on some special guests as well. And Steve Leverance is a very special guest to me, as he's been on our show many times. And Steve, talk about what is Strawberry Fest here at the market.
So on the third Thursday of every month, we try and have a festival during the summer, and today is Strawberry Fest. And so obviously strawberries are the theme for today, and we have the Lions Club selling Culver's frozen custard, so you can get strawberry sundaes here. We have the rolling pin here with cookies, and we have strawberry jams, we have strawberry lemonade, we have all sorts of, well, there we go.
Well, yeah, I mean, what can we say? That just arrives, and that was a familiar face there from a Fitchburg Chamber. You're not going to take those with you, Angela, right?
Chamber team needs them to keep going through the day.
Okay.
Well, we know that Angela was the scapegoat for that. What are some of the regular vendors that we have out here today?
So today we have the Rolling Pin Bakery. We have Aggie and Bob, Farmer Bob. They're here with some raspberries and asparagus. And we have Ken and Luana Parr from Monroe. I'm just kind of going around the space.
He's
here.
looking around
So
here. He knows what he's doing.
We have 2 organic vendors. We have the Lasers, and they also have a CSA. And then we have Kyle Tom, who comes in from Edgerton, and he has all organic produce and just some beautiful stuff there. So we have Natalie. It's Garden and Greenhouse is just over my other shoulder, and she has just a beautiful selection of bedding plants, perennials, hanging baskets. She does have strawberries today. She also has produce. So lots of things to get. We also have 2 meat vendors. One specializes in beef, and then we have another who specializes in lamb and chicken. And she also has some fiber, and she sells eggs, and she has some sheep skins that she's also selling. So we got a little bit of something for everybody, think, here today, and we're off to a amazing start.
I don't
just open and
I was gonna say this started at 3 o'clock, and I'm not kidding you that there were people here at 2:30 already lining up. Steve, is it safe to say if you don't get down here early enough today that the strawberries may be slim pickings?
So I would say that the strawberries are going rather quickly. They will not last the duration of the market. We did our best to have a great selection for you today, but the weather played a little bit of a factor, and then we have a vendor who has an illness and so just can't get into her fields to pick more strawberries. So we have a lot, but they're going to go fast based on the crowd that I see behind me. But we still have lots of other things. So we're going to have strawberry sundaes, and we have the cookies, and we have the jams, and we have lots of other things. So even if we're out of strawberries, there's still plenty of other stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Come on down. Entertainment's going to be starting as well here pretty quick. Steve, thank you so much for the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And a good market here.
Thanks
this is
for your
great.
support. Come on down.
Yeah, the strawberries, I said, went very fast. Over 400, I don't know, again, bushels, however you determine it there, were gone. And that ice cream also going really fast. But just gorgeous day out there for a farmer's market. All right, we also had this. If you ever were curious about the setup and what goes into the market, again, they were saying it was one of the busiest strawberry fests that they've had maybe ever, Andrew. And that's just because of great
awesome.
weather, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, look how many people showed up for that. This is really neat.
Of the quick setup and people.
If you watch closely, you see me with the camera come through.
Running
but you
around.
you had to look really closely to see see that. But
Awesome.
either way, don't worry. There's other special events happening at the market during the summer, and we'll get you that info as it gets closer. All right, transitioning to other news. It just opened up. The used book sale at the Fitchburg Public Library just started at noon today. It goes till 5 p.m. over at the Fitchburg Public Library, second floor. And on Saturday, June 22nd, that's tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., you got the bag sale from 2 to 4 p.m. Get a bag full of books for just $5. Yeah, that's right. And also great prices on children's paperback books, just 50 cents. Paperback and children's hardcover books, just $1. And Andrew's favorite, hardcover and large paperbacks, just $2. And yeah, it was hard to pull Andrew away from this event. He was over there, he had his tent out there last night. They asked him to leave. He had to come back here. It was a whole thing. Andrew, do you have any way
We
of
don't talk
defending
about that.
Yeah, you can't defend yourself at all. All right, coming up tomorrow as well, we have Coffee with a Cop. That's right, Coffee with a Cop is tomorrow at the Caribou Coffee and Nine Sign Bagels. That's located at 2839 Fish Hatchery Road in Fitchburg. No agendas, no speeches. Ask questions, share your concerns, and get to know your officers. That's right. It's going to be a lot of fun. And again, hopefully you can make it out there and talk with your officers and have a cup of coffee on them. It's going to be a good time. All right, happening at the Dane County Regional Airport this weekend, it's MSN 80, the celebration of commercial flight. 80 years in commercial flight at the Dane County Regional Airport. They'll have live music, family-friendly activities, local food and beverages, airport and terminal tours, and aircraft displays, and a job fair at that. And I've mentioned this repeatedly. I'm probably never coming back after I go to this event on Sunday. So get to know Andrew, because he's going to be the person who carries the show on from here on out. So call it my last day on the show. What do you say?
No.
Denied. Denied. Andrew, we got time for one more here. All right, Dane County to purchase land to increase public shore access and provide opportunities to better manage water flow in the Yahara River. Dane County Executive Joe Parisi announced that the county will acquire 2 waterfront properties next to the Babcock County Park on the eastern shore of Lake Wabisa. The additional land will increase Dane County's amount of more shoreline, we'll say here, about 650 feet of it, and will offer space for park upgrades and provide opportunities to better manage the water flow through the Yahara River. And yeah, we need that flow to move right along. The purchase price for the 2 parcels in the town of Dunn is $1.6 million. The resolution to purchase the 2 waterfront properties next to Babcock County Park will be introduced at the board meeting that was held on Thursday, last night. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we open up the digest and we're talking about the Verona Road construction project as they held their open house last night. We'll get an update from Steve Tyson next, right here on Talking Fitchburg.
Opiates has taken everything and everyone I've ever loved away from me. If making my detox public is gonna help somebody, I'm all for it.
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you!
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. We're now transitioning to the Fitchburg Digest. And last night, there was an open house held for the Verona Road construction project. We got a crew out there, and Steve Tyson gives you a quick update on where they're at with stage 2 of the construction.
So for the Verona Road project, we are continuing our work at Highway PD and Verona Road. A lot of the work on the abutments and the piers through this area. There are the restrictions and modifications to the signal timing at PD and Verona Road, and that will remain for the rest of the year as we complete this major interchange. So we're working on that. Right now we're planning on having all Verona Road traffic over Highway PD and underneath Williamsburg Way by this fall. So by October, November timeframe, Verona Road will travel over Highway PD and under Williamsburg Way. So there's a lot of grading that's going to continue through this area near PD. And as you continue up toward Williamsburg Way, working on the bridge, we'll actually finish that bridge here after 4th of July and have that open. So we'll have cross traffic going over the future lanes of Verona Road. So we'll have turn lanes as well as sidewalk and bicycle access on Williamsburg Way Bridge over Verona Road. We'll have traffic signals at each of the ramps to control those movements. And then as we continue further north, we'll have the connections again then for the 3 lanes each way as you head toward the the Raymond Road intersection. The Raymond Road intersection was just finished last month, so that is completed and open to full capacity. So 3 lanes in each direction, 2 left turn lanes from northbound Verona Road to Raymond Road, and 3 left turn lanes from Raymond Road to northbound Verona Road. So that intersection is fully complete with the new traffic signals. The way the signal timing works at this intersection will actually allow longer green time for Verona Road traffic to get to and from their destination. So working on that, certainly it's a lot of work happening here in 2019. Once we finish Verona Road here in 2019, then we'll focus on Highway PD in 2020. So working from Fitzrona Road down to Commerce Park Drive. So we're expanding Highway PD to 3 lanes in each direction through this area. It'll be a single point interchange at Highway PD and Verona Road, and that's very similar to the Beltline and Verona Road interchange. And so we'll have that configuration where simultaneous left turn movements to Verona Road from PD. And then with that, due to the close proximity of the Nesbitt Road and Capec Road intersection to Verona Road, there will be permanent restrictions at this intersection. So there'll still be left turns in allowed, otherwise right turns in and out only. So if people wish to cross at Nesbitt Road or Capec or make a left turn out from Nesbitt to westbound PD or Capec to eastbound PD, they'll need to use the Fitzrona Road and PD intersection once that happens starting in 2020. Things have been going well. Certainly the weather's been a lot more cooperative to us this year compared to last year. We've had a few rain delays here and there, but certainly for the bulk of what we're doing, again, the bridge work that's going on at PD as well as the bridge work at Williamsburg Way, crews have been doing a great job, especially with this Williamsburg Way intersection. Once we were able to shift traffic out of that way and allow crews a safe and efficient work zone, they were able to work on that. We just poured the deck for that last week, nearly 600 cubic yards of concrete for that bridge deck. So a lot of great work and hopefully keeping things moving right on schedule. Next 3 months, once we finish up the Williamsburg Way Bridge in July, then we'll work on Verona Road, the actual Verona Road lanes itself. So we worked on the interchange ramps over the past few years. Now we're going to work on the core of Verona Road. So working on that new concrete and the expanded lanes, 3 lanes each way, essentially connecting from this yellow section south to PD, and then of course building up the bridges. Right now we plan late July, early August to set the girders for this new interchange, this new bridge. Here there'll be 2 bridges. There'll be 42 girders for this bridge taking Verona Road traffic over Highway PD. So that'll happen again late July, early August. And then again, grade and all the work to make those new lanes and new connections for Verona Road. Verona Road and McKee intersection, once we finish up that work and separating Verona Road traffic from PD in October timeframe, that'll really allow this movement, because you'll have traffic underneath besides the interchange ramps. You'll have Verona Road traffic going over and PD going underneath, so eliminate the at-grade crossing. And so having that crossing improve greatly in October. Sign up for email updates. Certainly visit the Verona Road Project Facebook page. Just search for Verona Road Project on Facebook. A lot of great interactive photos and videos of the construction projects, seeing the work going on at PD and Williamsburg Way, and checking out and certainly asking us any questions.
Do you have any tips for motorists?
Really, I think the biggest thing is making sure that they pay attention, be patient in the work zone, obey the 40-mile-an-hour posted speed limit, and don't tailgate in the work zone. Certainly this area is already heavily congested, and that's why we're improving this corridor. So certainly take your time, plan ahead, and just leave room to brake in front of you. Otherwise, a lot of great work. We encourage people to keep their heads up, put their phones down, obey the reduced speed limit of 40 miles an hour in the work zone, and of course register for project email updates at www.veronaroadproject.wi.gov.
And remember that we have your Verona Road construction update on the show during the digest Mondays through the construction season. All right, we'll take a quick break. Coming up next, Andrew sits down with the Chief of Police, Chad Brecklin, next right here on Talking Fitchburg.
Opiates has taken everything and everyone I've ever loved away from me. If making my detox public is gonna help somebody, I'm all for it.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Home fire drills give your family a plan of action. Show everyone 2 ways out of the house, pick a safe meeting spot, and get there in under 2 minutes. Then practice, so everyone knows exactly what to do. Go to ready.gov/fire drill and learn how to prepare your family.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. I have the pleasure of sitting down today with our Chief of Police here in the city of Fitchburg with Chad Brecklin. Chad, how are you today?
I'm good, Andrew. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm always involved in these interviews, but
yeah,
very rarely am I sitting here talking to you.
Well, every now and then I think Jeremy relinquishes control and let you sit in the captain's chair, so to speak.
Yeah, I think he's trying to train me to take over, but I will not let that happen. So, yeah, I like being back where I am. So,
yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're here for a little bit of a police update, and the first thing we're going to talk about is the community picnic coming up in a couple months.
Yes. So historically, we've had a crime prevention picnic on a Saturday in July. And this year, we're trying something a little bit different. We moved it to mid-August. We're going to have our picnic on August 14th during the evening hours. And we're just going to call it a community picnic. It's going to be the week after the traditional National Night Out week. That's always typically the first week of August, and certainly National Night Out is always the first Tuesday of August. We're also trying something different this year in that we're moving it from McKee Farms Park. We've had it in McKee Farms Park for a long number of years, and we decided to move it to Jamestown Hugo Park this year.
Okay.
And again, move it to a weeknight during the evening. See how the turnout goes at the park there, and moving it into more of a neighborhood type setting. Obviously, with Jamestown, the park shelter has recently been redone. It's a nice large space, and right in the middle of on the edge of the Jamestown neighborhood itself. And we've had a long-time partnership with the Jamestown neighborhood. They've been a neighborhood association in particular. They've been a very good partner to work with over the years.
Awesome.
And we just thought, let's try something a little bit different this
Yeah.
year, move that picnic around, put it on the weeknight, and then move it into a neighborhood where we've had a long-standing relationship with the association, and see how it goes. We'll be evaluating kind of things with it
Right.
this year. We may elect to move it to a different night or day. We're also talking about potentially, moving it around to different parks every year, just to kind of
That's
do
not
something
bad.
a little bit different.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see how it goes, but
Yeah.
we encourage everybody to come out and, if nothing else, just say hello and chat with their neighbors, chat with the police, and so forth. But as we get closer to the event itself, we'll certainly have more details that I can share. And, I think we'll be talking again yet in July before the August event.
Awesome.
Mhm.
And yes, you're changing location and day, but same things are going to be, you're going to be able to see the local police, hopefully some canines, maybe.
Yep, we look to have certainly Canine Drago. We believe he's going to be there, and then our own staff, and we'll have some police vehicles and things. And I know that the organizers are working on a couple of other things as well. So, like I said, as we get a little bit closer, we'll hopefully have a lot more of the details pinned down. But it's kind of a save the date thing right now.
Yeah.
Particularly if you live in the Jamestown area. But obviously, all are welcome, whether you're a Jamestown neighborhood resident or even maybe you don't even reside in Fitchburg, because since we're right close to Madison there. All are welcome.
Awesome. Cool. Well, get that down, save the day, August 14th, and we'll talk about that when we get closer in July.
Absolutely.
Hopefully with a little more detail
Absolutely.
on what's going to be there and maybe some big surprises. Who knows?
I'm going to trust that you'll add it to the show list for July, because I know that I will forget by the time July rolls around to talk about it.
Yes. We will make sure we talk about that. Another thing that just got started with applications is the Citizen Academy out here.
Yes, so we're going to be doing our 9th annual Citizens Academy. It's hard to believe it. It's been 9 years.
Wow.
Deputy Chief Bates was very instrumental in bringing the Citizens Academy to us almost 9 years ago now. And we've had several folks kind of take it and run with it. Ryan Michaels and Don Baumkamp have been longtime coordinators of that Citizens Academy, and the torch is kind of being passed to some extent. I think Ryan and Don are still going to have some involvement, but over the last year or two, we've also been involving Matt Leahy and Ned Hartwick in that Citizens Academy. So got a lot of good, smart people working on that between the four of them. And, I'm looking forward to another good academy. And for those that may be interested in that, you can go to our website. There is an application that you can fill out. Applications are due July 14th. So I would encourage people to get that application submitted sooner rather than later. And this is also a great opportunity, again, to just interact with your local Fitchburg Police Department members. It runs for 9 weeks. They're on Thursday evenings from 6 to 9 p.m. beginning the Thursday after Labor Day. There is one Saturday in there as well, and that's the Saturday where they typically get to go and drive the cars at the track and those sorts of things. But we try to cover at least a snapshot of the things that we are involved in from a training perspective related to firearms, defensive and arrest tactics, emergency vehicle operation and control. And then we do some scenario-based training with folks. We talk about, crime scene processing. We talk about canine work and those sorts of things. Drago comes in and does a visit. We just try to expose everybody to the variety of functions that we do in the department, and kind of at least provide a bit of a snapshot of the training and things that we do as police officers here in Fitchburg.
Awesome. Well, I know it always sounds really, really fun to do, and just kind of get a taste of what the officers here do.
Yeah, you get a taste of the good stuff, if you will, and just the stuff that I guess people tend to equate more with the policing, right? Some of those tactics-related things. Yeah. We do not do anything related to having anybody, tell you how to do your job, or maybe. Kick at you or anything like that. Some of those less less enticing things of the job. We save that from we spare our Citizens Academy attendees from those sorts of aspects. But we obviously encourage a ride along as well as part of that process. And sometimes that allows folks to kind of see the wide-ranging gamut of things a Fitchburg police officer might find themselves in.
I'm sure it's a pretty wide range.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Awesome. Well, if you're interested, please get down or go to the website and download the application, fill it out. Do you have to live in the city to be able to apply?
We don't require residency in Fitchburg. What we do look for is obviously folks that either live in Fitchburg or perhaps work in Fitchburg as our first priority of folks that will be selected. But it's not a requirement.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
That's a great question.
All right, well, that's it for today, but it's some good events coming up and, the Citizen Academy getting going, so awesome things to be involved with the police department right here in Fitchburg.
A couple of great opportunities to interact with us on a much more deeper level.
Yes, awesome. Well, Chad, thank you for coming in today and speaking with me and not Jeremy. And we'll see you. Well, Jeremy will probably see you next month, and we'll talk more about the community picnic then as well.
Sounds great. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you, Chad. And you stay right there. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
Facing life's difficulties takes strength and determination. Whether it's physical challenges or struggles you can't see, it takes strength to ask for help when you need it. Learn how other veterans have reached out and hear their stories of strength and recovery at maketheconnection.net.
When it comes to managing your pain, you have a choice. Don't mask your pain with opioids. Choose to treat it with the help of a physical therapist. Physical therapists treat pain through movement and exercise. No warning labels required, and you get to actively participate in your care. Choose to improve your health without the risks of opioids. Choose physical therapy.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg, wrapping up the show for the day in our PB&J, and it's a special one today. We'll tell you about it just in a little bit of time. First, let's get our business done, and it's what's coming up on the Com Channel and Gov Channel tonight. Here we go. Tonight on the Com Channel, you got Game of the Week kicking things off at 7 o'clock p.m., followed by Talking Fitchburg, the replay of the show, and Solar Celebration and Tour at 11. Over on the Gov Channel, F3, the Gov. Andrew's favorite channel, 7 o'clock, Board of Public Works, Common Council, and Plan Commission. All the meetings you ever wanted to watch over on the Gov Channel, F3. All right, as I said, it is a special PB&J show today, as one of our biggest fans that we know of is here with us in studio. Jonathan, how are you doing there, young sir?
I'm doing good.
First question is, why aren't you wearing a Brewers hat, my friend?
Because this is my hat that my mom and dad got me when they were at Houston.
Awesome. So tell us, you are a big fan of the show, Jonathan. What's your favorite part of Talking Fitchburg?
The Verona Road construction update.
So you, that's
shout out to Steve Tyson.
Yeah. So you know Steve Tyson very well. Well, what fascinates you about the Verona Road construction update?
Well, it's the updated photos.
It's the updated photos.
You like the photos?
He likes the photos. He likes the update. And Andrew, if you didn't know, he signed up to get the updates.
Really?
So, yeah.
He's getting those updates?
He already knows. And you could be one of those that gets an update too. You just got to sign up. If Jonathan can do it, you can do it. Jonathan, how do I usually end the show? You know how I open the show, but how do I usually end it? You're going to help me with this? All right, so what's our first graphic that we go to? You ready? Here you go.
Well, contact us at website.
Yeah,
www.fitchburgwi.gov.
Fantastic, and of course you can stay. Wait, now we go to the connected. Stay connected with Fact TV, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, or more.
Yeah.
And finally, you can say, "Have a great weekend, everybody."
All right, have a great.